I see the blood moon arising. I see there's trouble on the way. What is up, YouTube? It's Kingfisher745. And as you can see, we have a very spiffy new graphic for the Adamantium Process. It's now kind of a Halloween or horror themed graphic, and I absolutely love it. It comes courtesy of Agent Tesla, and in honor of him, I think it's fitting that we use his team in the first episode featuring the new design. And I do believe this is a team that many of you could use, and it will bring you great success. The team name for this one is going to be BloodMoon, and it features Nico and Moonstone. Now, Agent Tesla gave me a very detailed breakdown of exactly what to use. And I am going to give that to you, but I'm going to make you wait until the third battle. Trust me, it's one you don't want to miss anyways. One, we have the Hexing AISO on Nico's level 1, and the other is we're using the Lantern of Doom on my agent. And if you're thinking, well, I don't have the Lantern, all I can say is you probably don't even want it with this team. It's not what was recommended, and it actually causes a problem, which I'm going to point out in the next match. Other than those two changes, the build is exactly what was given, and it works out extremely well. First of all, this team has a surprising amount of options. You may go multiple battles without doing the same things, or even using any of the same abilities. That's a total contrast in what I typically do, which is basically using the exact same abilities at the exact same time, and hardly even varying. You know, actual hardcore PvP farming can sometimes become almost robotic. It's like clockwork. This team is anything but that. You have plenty of options, whether it be Nico's Rock and Roll Team Knockout, or Moonstone's Big Bang Team Knockout. But even further than that, you can go phase with Moonstone, exhaust a team with her. Your agent does have the Staff of Return, I will say that, so he's going to come back and so will Nico. This means even when you're facing a very fast attack team, you can still come back and win. But you also have extensive options, like with Nico granting Moonstone an additional turn, which we did at the beginning there. That came in very handy because we were able to exhaust the enemy team. Other options include Nico potentially immobilizing the enemy team, which could shut down someone like Quicksilver, but there are certainly many other melee options out there, even Beast. So what I'm saying is, no matter how many times I play this team, I may find myself doing something different in each match, or in every different situation. Because of that, I can't tell you exactly how Agent Tesla plays them, but I think it's great that even you, if you want to try them, will have your own different techniques, or you will be able to react differently depending on who you're facing and what's happened so far in that battle. That's what I would call utility and the possibility to adapt, which makes for a great, especially offensive team. So if you are struggling on attack, give them a shot and you won't be sorry. Now with Nico, because of the Lantern, we are able to use our rock and roll early, and it decimates the entire enemy team. The only hanger-on is Beast, and we're going to finish him off with a big bang, which is definitely overkill. Okay, never mind, we were smitten, so he dies to dots. Now in this second battle, like I promised, we're going to show you what's wrong with using the Lantern with this team, and why ultimately you'll probably want to go with one of the creator's recommendations. The enemy agent stupidly starts with the Warm Zephyr, so that's another problem the AI still has. Then he's going to use the Grace Note, but he is of course shell-shocked. I've noticed that's what Moonstone usually puts on the enemy. That is, with her manipulation. It could get worse for them though, so they are lucky. Now here's where we make the mistake with the Lantern. We use our level 9, and the reason we can't use her Rock and Roll, or even give Moonstone that extra turn, is because the Lantern of Doom prevents debuffs. That is, for the first round. It worked last time because we were facing a Beast team. So yeah, if you want that early turn bombardment, you may just want to skip the Lantern or the Mystic, which does the same thing. Otherwise, it's not a bad team up if you do have it, and you can just wait to use her level 9 until the second round. But I know many of you probably didn't get it. Honestly, I was barely able to pick it up myself, basically in the final hours. But if you want to see more of that weapon, then I will use it. Otherwise, I think it's good. If you're going to use the Mystic, you might as well use it. But it's not a must-have. Not in my opinion. I don't know, I don't want to downplay it, but at the same time, at least with our current setup, the options coming online every round, and us wanting to get to the 3rd and 4th round options, while the fights are usually done before that time. The only thing is I haven't tried the Unholy or Sacred boost, which it talks about on the tooltip. Okay, I just have to interject here. The Unholy Swiftness that you get from Sacred or Unholy Power makes this so much more incredible. You can tell I didn't have too much experience with the Lantern, and also I just recently got the Craft and the Wicked Broom actually. Besides that, I think the Oni Breaker may work as well. So yeah, I will show this item more in the future. For now though, we're coming to the end of our 2nd match, and in that 3rd match I'll give you the detailed breakdown, plus we're going to be facing a very vicious opponent. How about Agent Gexter and 41k HP? This should be a test. I was a little bit unsure of what to do when we face this opponent. Like I said, I know Agent Tesla has used this team forever, but it's something we haven't really had a ton of time with. Still, BloodMoon is so good that it is kind of forgiving. One false move won't exactly mean your death. Though I'm just going to go ahead and come out and say it, we play it pretty well. Now as far as the detailed breakdown that I promised, the team name of course is BloodMoon. It's Moonstone and Nico. And the setup is the Bruiser Safeguard with the Elite E-ISO. Then the Agent should have the Rapier, the Mandible, Staff of Return, the Cube, and then either the Satellite Support, Skeptic, or Hexenjäger. So as you can see, there's plenty of replacement options there. When it comes to Moonstone, you should use the Analyzing and the Quick E-ISO. Then on her level 1, place the Knocking A-ISO. On her level 2, Bursting. On her level 6, Gracious. And on her level 9, the Emerging. Then on Nico, place the Resonant and the Unavoidable E-ISO. You can use a full bulky ISO build for her as well. Put Bursting on her level 1, and that's where we have Hexing on her. Then try Sorceress on her level 2 and level 6. And on her level 9, place Thorned. If you have these characters at level 15, they're of course going to be even tougher. But ours, I believe, are only at level 14. Alright, now in this battle, we did use the Blackest Void, which I wasn't quite sure about. And then luckily, Beast does go after our Agent. I'd rather the enemy team focus their attacks on him, since he's already on his way out. Although he will be back for more. As far as Moonstone, she's phased so that attack misses, and she lands a pretty big bang. That AoE attack definitely has our team looking very good in this match. Following that, Red Hulk's luckily stunned, but then he uses Bulwark with his 2nd turn. Now we'll use Blood Sacrifice, followed by a Rock and Roll. That's right, we're going back to back big AoE team clearing abilities, which we need against this defensive HP powerhouse. And with that, and our dots, the enemy team's time is very limited. In fact, I almost feel like passing with our turns and just letting them die to dots. However, on my Agent's turn, we are going to go ahead and use the Improbability Field. It was either that or Inevitable Doom. If they had more HP, we would probably use that. But either way, after using this, our Agent is basically dead. But watch him come back for more. And that's because of the Staff of Return. Well there we did get a tracing boost, so that whole thing was a little bit odd. We don't have too much health, only 6,300. Anyways, it's not going to matter because we're just going to go ahead and finish off. Actually, with Moonstone, we're going to let Red Hulk basically kill himself. Okay, his dots come up short, but after attacking my Agent, Absorb Energy will finish him off. Then Beast, only being at 27 HP, is going to get taken down by anything we use, and so we'll just use our level 1 on him. In fact, his preemptive counter causes bleeding, and that's going to be it. So there it is, a very solid win over a tough opponent, and that's how this episode's going to end. Feel free to try out this team and let me know how you do. Oh, and by the way, I'm still looking for a name for Spitfire and Star-Lord. Spitlord just doesn't sound right. So leave your suggestions in the comment section below. As for this video, that's it, but I want to thank you all for watching. Ask you to please like, comment, and subscribe. Then until next time, good luck, and take care.